Lately, there has been a lot of talk that Treyarch could not return in 2024 with Zombies, that Activision might cancel it, that Vanguard might be the last Zombies we ever get, and we're never going to see this game mode again. That has been the thought that a few people have been speculating, and to be honest, you can't really blame anyone, especially looking at the reception that Vanguard Zombies has gotten. But this not only contradicts what we know, what we've been told, but also just doesn't really make sense. Zombies is a staple in Treyarch's Call of Duty games, and has been ever since 2008. We've had zombies in every one of their games now for about 14 years, and for a very long time, year on year, it got even more popular. And what we do know is what we think about a game is very different to the actual facts and statistics, what Treyarch or more so Activision would go off. But just before I continue, I want to say that today's video is sponsored by PUBG Mobile. PUBG Mobile is one of the most popular free-to-play mobile battle royale games in the world, with 50 million active daily players and more than 1 billion downloads in total. You can enjoy the authentic battle royale experience in fast pace while playing alone, in a duo, or with your squad. What you might not know is the game actually has a regular collaboration with top IPs, Spider-Man No Way From Home, one of my favourites, Amazon series The Boys, Baby Shark, also brands such as Lamborghini, Tesla, and even celebrities such as Blackpink. This means there are some really cool skins and outfits to customise your character and your weapon. The new game mode, Ancient Secret Arise, is available on Erangel, Myanmar and Living Maps between July the 11th until September the 12th, 2022, so you can jump into the battleground and explore the mysteries of the Ancient Secret. In this new game mode, a path highlighted by a golden colour will be visible during every match, with the legend of a temple visible at its starting point. Further down the path, multiple portals open up as the temple moves closer. Players can enter the temple via these portals. Once in the temple, players will gain access to a massive amount of loot, but only if you're able to beat its guardians. Some of my favourite features about this mode are the Scorpio crates, where you have to defeat the golden scorpions guarding the crates and you get valuable supplies. Also the Desert Merchant, where you can save up shop tokens and you can get discounts for a flare gun or more items. And another one of my favourite features is the Emperor Temple. All I'm going to say is be prepared to defeat the Pharaoh to get some surprises. You can go ahead and get this for yourself right now. Just go into the description, click the link and download the game. So there we go, make sure you don't miss out, go ahead and download it. This is really fun, and thank you to PUBG Mobile for sponsoring today's video. If you take your minds back to Black Ops 2, I think was the last time it happened, we did used to know what the player base was. We used to know how many people were on Call of Duty. It told you when you booted up the game how many people were playing. It's kind of suspicious that we don't get that in COD anymore. Could it be because the player base isn't as big as it used to be on the mainline titles, multiplayer, zombies? We know that's vastly different for Warzone. They're almost two separate things nowadays. But yeah, the big question that people were asking was, will we see zombies again? And I can say I'm 99.9% sure we will, unless some miracle happens or, well, there's an example I want to show you. But just before we do, some pretty interesting data. Charlie Intel tweeted this the other day where they said Activision's monthly active users over the last year, and you can see month on month the amount of people playing Activision's games has gone down. They had 127 million players in June of 2021 compared to a year later, June 2022, it's dropped down to 94 million, and it's consistent. It hasn't been up and down since then, it's been straight down. However, even with that big drop of players, Activision's income actually went up 50 million. In any other business this wouldn't make sense. It'd be difficult to understand why? How a company can lose customers but increase their income? And although they don't say it here, it's pretty obvious this is down to microtransactions. And relating this to zombies, even though zombies alone has nowhere near this amount of players, I'm actually not too sure what the exact number is. Out of the 94 million that were playing in June, how many of those were playing COD Zombies? I doubt it's even a million. Surely it's not, especially not in June. It doesn't feel like Zombies has that amount of players right now anyway, even back then. And we know Zombies is an extremely small portion of what Call of Duty is. We don't even get it every year. We have lately with Vanguard and Cold War, but usually Zombies comes around every 2 years or so. It drags in quite a lot of players at release, a lot of old and new, but what I've always found is after about DLC 2, sometimes DLC 1, the player base, the interest in Zombies drops drastically. And this has happened for quite a while, yet Zombies keeps coming back. Looking at this chart someone made, I can't remember who did it, I saved it a while ago, but 2008 we had World at War, we then had a 2-year gap to 2010 Black Ops Zombies, another 2-year gap to Black Ops 2, another 2-year gap where we had Exo Zombies, meaning we actually had a 3-year break between BO2 and BO3 Treyarch games instead of 2, and then from then on it was actually quite consistent for a little bit because We had BO3 Zombies in 2015, Infinite Warfare Zombies in 2016 along with Zombies Chronicles, World War II Zombies in 2017, Black Ops 4 Zombies in 2018, so we had 4 years of consistent zombies. And then we had a year break until Black Ops Cold War came out in 2020, and then the next year we had Vanguard Zombies. So lately, even though we had that short resting point, Zombies has been quite consistent. It released in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, nothing in 2019, but we then had Zombies again in 2020 and 2021. Not all of them were Treyarch, but it was still Call of Duty Zombies. And you can look at some of those Zombies games going back to World War II, and I can guarantee during that time, we were all saying, surely Zombies is not going to come back after this. We had Infinite Warfare Zombies the year before, which, even though a lot of people like it, from a player point of view, at the time, not now, it was considered a failure, or just wasn't what Treyarch Zombies was. We had World War II Zombies after that in 2017. I can guarantee a lot of people at that time were saying, surely Zombies isn't going to come back. This must be the end. Yet after that we had BO4, and even after Black Ops 4 Zombies, a lot of people were saying, well, what now? BO4 Zombies wasn't that great. The Ether story has ended. They've abandoned Chaos. How can Zombies continue from here? But it did, because a year later, or 2 years later, we had Cold War. So we have said throughout the years since 2008 at certain points that surely this is the end for Zombies, yet every time we get proven wrong. It continues. It comes back, in some cases, bigger and better. And well, yes, even though Vanguard Zombies, you could argue, is the worst one to date, even without me seeing the official stats, I'm 99% sure that this must have had the smallest player base out of any Zombies game we've had before. I just can't see how it would have been bigger. There was a reason why, as we went on throughout the year, the content got worse and worse. That was because Activision took away less and less people from working on it and put them back to working on COD 2024. There must have been a reason why Activision did that, and that was because, and I'm just speculating here, but they realised somewhere along the line that Vanguard Zombies wasn't really worth their time anymore. It wasn't worth the resources, the budget, the employees. They almost gave up on it. So you wouldn't really be wrong for thinking, well, maybe they've just given up on Zombies altogether now. But we know that isn't the case because Treyarch are currently working on COD 2024, which does have a Zombies mode. How do we know this? Well, Kevin Drew, all the way back in June, who is pretty much in charge of Zombies now, he tweeted out, "We have big plans for Zombies, and we want to grow the team to realise them. There are several design positions available at a range of experience levels, so it is a great time to apply if you're interested." Treyarch, just in June, which was halfway through Vanguard's life cycle, were advertising new jobs at Treyarch. This wasn't for Vanguard, this is for Treyarch's next game in 2024. Again, I know this because Kevin Drew didn't even work on Vanguard Zombies. I'm not 100% sure because they haven't come out and said, but I'm pretty sure it was just a small portion of the multiplayer team that worked on Vanguard Zombies, and a few developers from the Zombies team as well. I'd love for Activision or Treyarch to come out and explain why it wasn't up to standard. That's not something we're going to get, so all we can really do is speculate, and when you do that, you're never going to be 100% accurate. I don't know for sure, but what I do know is Zombies will be back in 2024. We also had this other tweet from Kevin where he said, "I'm excited to announce that I was promoted. I'm looking forward to working with the team that can create the best Zombies experience yet." Again, Kevin is talking about COD 2024 Zombies here because he didn't work on Vanguard. So I am 100%, actually you can never be that, I'm 99% sure that Zombies will return. And let me just tell you why I'm 99% and why you can never be 100. We know at the moment a lot of things are going on with Call of Duty. There is the Microsoft acquisition. We could have some big changes there. But also, we have had third game modes for COD cancelled in the past. Maybe you didn't know, there was supposed to be an Extinction 2. Just going over to Lee Ross's Twitter, who used to work at Infinity Ward, he came out and said it was a thing. Someone asked him, well, how far along was Extinction 2? And Lee said a fully functioning prototype map with combat, base building, and combat classes. Someone else asks, can you tell us a little bit more about Extinction 2? Was there any significant changes to the formula? And Lee said, Samantha was going to go full villain. Cryptid types were expanding massively. I would have taken that story to a place where we explain that we are merely an extension of the cryptids. So that goes to show that Extinction 2 was in development. By the sounds of it, it was a decent way in. It wasn't just a prototype, but it was a fully functioning prototype. Infinity Ward had started working on Extinction 2, but it was cancelled. So I'm sure at that time, when they'd started making it, they would have been like, well, yeah, this is going to release, Extinction 2 is going to be in the next game, but it wasn't. And it's the same with Infinite Warfare Zombies. Someone asked Lee, was there ever going to be an Infinite Warfare Zombies 2? And Lee said yes. Again, that was cancelled by Activision. So I can't say 100% sure that Zombies will be in COD 2024, but I very much doubt that Activision are going to do what they did with Infinite Warfare Zombies 2 or Extinction 2 and cancel it. Treyarch are well into development now, even though it's still early doors. They're hiring people to work on it. They already have developers there working on it. Treyarch have a full Zombies team. That team are there to make zombies. So yeah, zombies will be returning unless something strange happens with the Microsoft acquisition and they say, look, we no longer want zombies in COD anymore, which I can't see happening because it's such a big moneymaker still. But yeah, there we go. I'm 99% sure zombies will be returning. I'm also 99% sure it's going to be a hell of a lot better than what we've seen recently, especially because they've got a lot more time. And if the Microsoft acquisition does go through, that makes me a lot more hopeful as well. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, drop a like rating. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.